Hi, I'm Thibaut with Pronounce.com. I'm your English Fluency coach, and I'm here to help you break the language barrier. Let's get started. We are going to work on a sentence, and we're more particularly going to work on the rhythm of this sentence. We are going to work with a metronome and repeat the sentence several times. If you want more information about this exercise, please visit this video and learn everything you need to know about how this exercise works. We're going to work on a simple everyday sentence, which is, let's take a taxi. You might need that when you're in a city and you need to get somewhere. You might walk, you might choose to drive, or take public transportation. At some point, somebody might suggest, let's take a taxi. This sentence contains 5 syllables. Let's take a taxi. But the stress is going to be on the first let's, because you're suggesting this, and the ta of taxi, because that's the most important word in the sentence, and it happens to be stressed on the first syllable, taxi. We are going to practice this with a metronome. We're going to start at 60 BPM, and we're going to start with simple syllables. Are you ready? Let's go. We're going to start with the da syllable. And so we have 5 syllables stressed on the first and the fourth. Repeat after me. Da 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 da. 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 Now let's add the words. Let's take a taxi. 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 Great job. Now, let's increase the tempo. Let's move it up to 90 BPM, which is a speed that a lot of people use. Let's start with the das. Da 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 da. 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 All right, now let's add the words. Let's take a taxi. 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 Great, that was 90 BPM, which again, a lot of people speak at, but a lot of people speak faster than that, so let's try 120 BPM. Let's start with the das. Da 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 da. 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 Great. Let's add the words. Let's take a taxi. 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 Great job, everyone. So that was 120 BPM. Pretty average speed, a little fast. Good job. Of course, as you know, this rhythm doesn't only apply to this sentence. We've worked on other sentences in other videos with the same rhythm. How are you doing? How are you doing? Let's take a taxi. Feel the same rhythm? Another one was, how can I help you? Let's take a taxi. Here are a few more. Tell me a story. When is the deadline? Thank you for coming. We've already worked on some of these in other videos, so please go visit these other videos so you can work on these sentences more in depth. We can also find 5-syllable sentences with different rhythms. Here's another example. It's time to go home. It's time to go home. 5 syllables as well, but this time we're stressing the second syllable and the last one. It's time to go home. You feel how different the rhythm is? This rhythm, 5 stressed on the second and the fifth, can be heard in other sentences. The end of the line. Repeat. The end of the line. Same rhythm, 5 syllables, second and fifth. We will work on this rhythm in another video, so stay tuned. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. If you want to go more in depth, don't forget to get the Pronounce headset, which is a great way to practice more in depth in a very immersive and intensive way. Thank you for watching.